What's up guys, it's Mitchell, and I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick kind of buyer's guide between the Lowepro ProTactic 450 versus the peakdesign's everyday 30-layer backpack. These bags couldn't be more different. They couldn't have two more different purposes, and I'm gonna break that down for you guys right now. Now, let's just get this out of the way. If you're looking for a do-it-all kind of bag that can hold a camera and maybe one or two lenses, this bag is absolutely fantastic. It has served me great for 5 years, but the newer models of this bag are a little bit worse. I'll get into that in a second. If, on the other hand, you're looking for a dedicated camera bag and you don't want to bring other non-camera related items and you want quick access, emphasis on quick access, and I'll get to that in a second, then this is definitely the bag for you. And it's definitely got a bit more of a rugged aesthetic. It definitely is a less aesthetically pleasing bag. But first, let's get into some of the faults of each of these bags and then talk about a little bit about why I love them each for different things towards the end of the video. First is the faults of the peakdesign everyday 30-layer backpack. This bag has a ton of faults from the perspective of a camera bag. The first one and foremost, and I'll have a close-up for you guys, is that the top compartment of this with the camera dividers is absolutely fucking useless. The dividers on the top are great if you never put the bag on its side and stuff falls all over the place. The only problem with that is that the design of this bag inherently wants you to take it off one shoulder, swing it over, and then all of the stuff in this top compartment that's supposedly being organized by these origami dividers just falls all over the place. And that is an absolute pain in the butt. You could flip the dividers upside down, but then you would have your lenses kind of precariously just kind of bare on the bottom of the bag. And even then, having stuff, having the dividers flipped isn't necessarily going to save you because the dividers don't stack. The dividers, when folded open, don't stack with enough room to give you like the full access to it when it's flipped over. So in many ways, you have 6 individual compartments for stuff, and your camera plus a lens is going to take up 2 of the 6 or 3 of the 6, essentially, leaving you for only the bottom portion of it to have stuff in it. Also, another issue with the newer versions of this bag is that Peak Designs has removed this zipper cover for your batteries and for the other items. I have used this extra zipper cover for so many different things that I want to be divided from the rest of the bag, and I definitely don't want to get a new version of this bag, even though this one has seen better days and I could probably get it replaced under warranty because it's almost 6.5 years old now. Reduce, reuse, recycle, guys. The newer version of this bag does have a zippered, like a partially zippered compartment on the left, but I think that this original version of it is great. The quick access compartment on the top is awesome if you have stuff that you want quick access on the top. So you could potentially use this specifically for your camera, but then you're kind of losing out on the advantage of this bag, which is the fact that you can hold other non-camera related items. So maybe a sweatshirt, maybe a water bottle on one side, but it's kind of trying to be a jack of all trades, and because of that, it doesn't master any. I do prefer the tripod holder placement with these side compartments on it that are magnetically attached. I think it's much better than what we have on the Lowepro. That said, weatherproofness of this bag is average at best. Even though there's a spot right here that you could put a rain fly, Peak Designs has chosen not to do this. Living in Southeast Asia, we get monsoons. Tons of times I've driven across the city or I have been stuck out on my motorbike during a rainstorm. Stuff inside the bag gets wet. But overall, this bag is great for carrying a variety of stuff, camera related or not camera related. That makes it an extremely versatile bag. The Lowepro ProTactic 450AW, on the other hand, is definitely more of like a dedicated camera bag. But this bag kind of has a trick, which is, let's say you're using the holy trinity of lenses, 16 to 35, 24 to 70, and then 70 to 200, you can access your camera plus a lens attached, and then the other 2 holy trinity lenses, right, with the way this bag is constructed. And when I was shooting Micro Four Thirds, I had the smallest version of this bag, the version 1, and I absolutely loved it because at that time I was only shooting prime lenses, and being able to have quick access to my camera and change lenses on either side, oh, I loved it. On the inside of the bag though, it's much more stereotypical camera bag with dividers, and you really don't have much room for non-camera related stuff. The other thing is this MOLLE webbing on the outside of it. While it looks nice, and I have other MOLLE compatible accessories, you're very rarely going to be putting stuff on the outside, as this bag, especially at the size, gets kind of jiggly and just becomes very like lugubrious and aesthetically not pleasing. Another thing I don't like about this bag is the tripod strap system on it. The older tripod straps that they made in the version 1 of these bags were higher quality, more Velcro, and I never had any issues with them. Same thing with the water bottle holders. Version 1 that came with this bag before, much higher quality, much better, and I really hate to see that Lowepro has kind of taken a step backwards in regards to the included features and included accessories with this bag, which is just kind of a bummer overall to see. I love that it has an included rain fly. I love the fact that I can just put this bag on the ground, don't have to worry about my back getting dirty, and I have access to all of my camera gear, and that's why this is the bag that I most often use when I'm doing a commercial shoot. Just because I can carry all of my stuff in it, and it's more comfortable, at least in my opinion, than the Peak Designs bag. I know the Peak Designs has a version 2 that has different straps, but I really prefer loading this bag down with everything. Now, if you're a buyer and you're looking to get either of these two bags, you have to ask yourself whether or not you want to have a dedicated camera bag or a fantastic camera bag that can be a not camera bag. Just because both of these bags are pretty pricey, so to buy both of them would be quite a task. And if you're looking for a bag that can carry some camera stuff, but isn't necessarily a dedicated camera bag, I feel like there's possibly cheaper options. That said, the aesthetics of the Peak Designs bag are absolutely fantastic. The mag latch thing on top is great if you have to quick access stuff, but these bags are definitely not meant to fulfill the same task. So, long story short, you want a great travel-ish bag, or you want a great bag that can do a variety of different things. Peak Designs bag is awesome. You want to have a bag that is an awesome camera bag that can endure the elements, that will give you quick access to lenses in a very kind of clean accessing way where you don't have to worry about a bunch of other equipment falling out. Lowepro is the bag for you. Tell me how the quality was filming on my Pixel 7 Pro with an external mic. I tried to get my external lavs to work with this and I couldn't get that. Hopefully I'll get it for you guys in the next camera gear video. Peace.